when you take a stand, you don't take a stand because you have support all around. You don't live an environment where everybody agrees with you. But you must decide for yourself. Is this the right thing to do? Or should I join the flow of the crowd where things are going wrong? And often you have conflicting objectives from the external environment. It could even actually be internal. But from the external environment, people have votes to win. 2026, people will make promises. Every MP will go out and say, I am going to do this road for you, even if they don't do roads. Because that's where votes come from. And the pressure piles on you. And it can overwhelm you if you think it is your responsibility to gain votes for that MP. Your job was to come and do these roads. Your job was not to win votes for MPs. So at the beginning, it brought us into cross purposes with Parliament. So one day, in my very uninformed zeal, I made a public statement in a press conference, 2016, I think, just as we were entering elections. So I called a press conference. I was going to be accountable and tell people which roads we're going to do, what we're not going to do. So I made this statement and I said, next year, we are not going to do any new roads because we must finish the ones we have. Do you know what that did to me? Oh, I was summoned and I was blasted. How can you go on TV and tell the electorate that you're not going to do any roads? Are you Parliament? Are you the one who appropriates money? Oh my goodness, I didn't know I had, done it was sacrilege. I didn't take it back because that was the actual truth, that we did not have money to take on new roads when we had not finished the ones we had. So having angered so many people, I was just 1 year in the job, I quickly recalibrated. How do I get them to understand where I'm coming from? Because often the people, you're standing on two opposite sides of a matter and you don't understand them, they don't understand you. I got to understand that they needed votes, and roads are political. They create votes. They needed to understand where I am, that we had a backlog and there was no way we were going to do any new roads without completing these ones. Because then people would say, this road has taken 6 years, why don't you finish it first? So what I did was to engage them. I spent a lot of time helping me understand them. In smaller groups, in taking them around the country, in going for committee meetings, we spent and invested a lot of time in communicating. And once we understood each other, the challenges I had and the challenge they had, it was so easy for me to change my communication so that I knew that they were coming to you to pick your votes. The way I could unpack the road program was to give it to them in a longer period. Rather than say next year, I was able to say, this road is under design, it will be procured, and it will be implemented in this period. But often we public servants really starve people of information, so they don't know. Now, that didn't take overnight. I think Parliament, we got very good reviews during rationalization. I think you must have seen some of these debates that they were saying, do not remove UNRWA at all. But it wasn't done overnight. It took years of engagement, of them understanding us and us understanding them and us being vulnerable to them. Now, having said that, not everybody will understand. Are you ready to be misunderstood? If you think that you're always when you're a leader, everybody's going to praise you, you're in the wrong vocation. Be ready that not everybody will understand you. Not everybody will applaud you. Some decisions you make are going to be unpopular. But will you still make that right decision, even when no one will acknowledge that you've done a good job? And public offices are tough. Public offices are tough. We have seen. Sometimes you'll be misunderstood. Sometimes you will be set up.